Okay, we are here. We are here at DeGray Lake. Mom, tell them what they're doing. We're having.
It's going to be a meeting for Keith Runyon. He's going to retire, and so they're having a kind of a retirement celebration.
Filming this for Matt and Jess.
It's going to be good.
Okay, we're going in. Okay, what does this say?
That's what's this private club entrance.
Private club.
Yeah, we don't have a card.
Yeah.
Hey, LW, how you doing? The rent. I can't get away from it.
Well, I understand. For a minute, I'm going to introduce you to the guy that's going to be helping you as I step away. Guys, I tell you, I take seriously what I do, and Jared does too. And he and I both have been clearing through the same brokerage down in Dallas for many years. I've probably known you 7 or 8 years, I guess, at least, something like that. Yeah, he's been there 15 years. Yeah, I moved over at the end of 09 is when I moved over. But anyway, he's a great guy, been in the business 20 years. I know he doesn't look like he could be in the business 20 years, but, you know, looks are deceiving sometimes. He's a really nice guy, and I'm going to let him talk. Now, this guy knows stuff. I'm going to go ahead and cover this. This guy knows stuff because he graduated magna cum laude from what university? University of Texas, Arlington. And as most of you know, I graduated laude from Henderson State University. So I'll hand it over to him.
It's great to see everybody's face. I recognize most everyone from last year. So last October when we had a meal that we shared together. So really excited about tonight, and just wanted to let you know that we're going to cover 3 main things and share a meal together, education, and then talk about our guest of honor, Keith, and his big announcement. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started, and we prepared a few slides, so we'll go over some slides. Let us get those pulled up.
Okay, my specialty is not audio visual presentations. So I try to pull up some old photos and some old videos and things from back in the day, and you'll see a 32-year-old version of me pop up on the screen. Don't judge, it's not nice. But anyway, and then I've got in there, I've got a video that we did showing how we were blessed to get the building, to be able to buy the building that we bought there on Pine Street that we're in now. And when we got it, boy, it did not look like much. And you'll see the before and after pictures. I love before and after pictures. It's a weakness. I just like it. Like here's the way it was, now that's the way it is. And so bear with it. This runs about 7 minutes. If we can get it loud enough for them to hear. Do you think we can? See what you... Uh-oh, there he is.
I wanted to show the building as it was when we first purchased it. A lot of large open spaces. Concrete floors without any coverings. A lot of primary colors going on. see there's plumbing running across the ceiling, some of the areas, and there had been different businesses in, and they had different electrical needs. Some of the restrooms had a little bit of problem. This area, I hated to tear down all these shelves, but we found a greater use. Notice the hole in the ceiling, upper left-hand corner there. We were excited. We thought we could tear it apart. And the after is fun to look at. The back of the building actually took more effort than I thought it would. That shed that we had out back, we originally planned on tearing down, but it was strong enough we decided that we'd use it for shade for a little while anyway before we finish up on it. Mr. Hayes said he might leave me some Santa cans, but as you can see, he didn't. I had deer camp people gonna take those over. On the side, on the east side, we did away with the fence, and instead of the drive-through, we put in a door into my office space. A lot of people have commented on the moving of the fence back on this side, taking down of all the signs, and painting, especially on the E, really made a difference there. A lot of primary colors were going on in the original days, those blues and reds, and as you can see, we pretty much changed that up. I couldn't help it, I had to have those columns. Matt's office here. Stone really looks nice in his office. Tickled with that. Once again, this big space turned into several smaller spaces. The guys down at Twin Rivers helped me divide it up. Here's our conference room. The outside there. We always wanted to have a break room. Now we have one. We're excited about that too. This picture was before we got the big tree. All of these spaces you've been seeing came out of that one big area. Now this area is where my office ended up being. Heidi Jester gets credit for telling me about some gel stain that allowed me to take those walls that were already in here, beautiful wood walls, but they were too light and faded out. Allowed me to convert them over. Now here's Suite A. This is one of the, yeah, you'll see. Yeah, turned into that. Lease space A. It's about 500 square feet in lease space A. And I'm paying all the utilities and high-speed internet for whoever moves into that lease space. Look at that pipe running across the top of the room. A little bit cleaner now. Suite B is smaller. It just has 2 rooms. Here's one of them. We had to put a doorway there. And then this is kind of fun. Not a lot of changes, but enough to make a difference. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have fun today. We've got barbecue out back.
We did have barbecue out back in 2007 when we had the open house, and that's when I did this. There's the open house right there. Brooklyn and Kinsley, the thing made it Hensley, it's Kinsley. I'm always putting up those sunsets. Well, thank you, Bill. Bill's applauding. Appreciate you, bud. Absolutely. I'll go ahead and make one quick comment that I was going to put later, but I'll put it here. We don't mind just scrambling things up, do we, Jared? Jared's by the book, and I'm messing him up. I'm sorry. But no, these folks sitting right here, my brother and his wife, Wanda, Troy, Emily, and Esteline's running behind. Oh, there she is! Let's give Esteline a round of applause for making it here. She knows how to make an entrance. Esther's my oldest sister, then Troy, then Vida, then Natalie, and then me. Now, legend has it that the whole family was surprised when they heard about me. Because my mother was older, and they were like, "Oh, you're pregnant again?" Yeah, sure enough. Absolutely. The reason I mention them is you see this transformation. Natalie was neck deep in that. She was all over it, helping me. And Esther and her husband Tommy came down and helped. And when we moved from the other building to over there, Troy and Wanda, as always, were right on the spot. What can we do? We tore down all those walls in that one office in order to move over here, didn't we? I put that waste not, want not. I put all that stuff in my barn, and I've just about used it since 2007. So there you go. All right. You expect your financial advisor to be frugal, right? Yeah, there you go. All right, Jared, I've said what I needed to say about that, and I'll hand this over to you. Now, Jared's got some good stuff right here.
Okay, so now I think it's time for the halftime show. We'll cover some market material and updates.
And while you do this, I want to give away a silver dollar.
Okay.
You go ahead and do
Let me
this.
cover this, and then
Then we'll do the silver dollar.
that works for me. Okay, so, wow, what a difference a year has made, or a couple of years. I mean, it's scary if you're watching the news. There's so many headlines, so many things going on. So I guess I'll start by asking, like, what headlines? I'll try to make it interactive. I've prepared some slides to go through, but I want to make sure that we're making valuable use of your time. You took the time to come here, so we want to make sure that you get good value out of it. What things are you hearing right now in the news that are concerning you about markets? Okay, oil prices, commodity prices, that's a big one. Well, that's good. There's not a whole lot of concerns about that. That's not what I expected. Interest rate, yes. Interest rates are very high. There's so many things going on in the world right now. And so we're going to cover some of those in this report. So one of our business partners is JP Morgan, and they put out this report on a monthly and quarterly basis. And it's not opinion, but it's factual data. And so we like to use it as a roadmap on strategy and planning for clients. Go ahead and go to the next page. It's put together by their chief market analyst, which is Dr. Kelly. Go on to the next. So what you see here is the S&P 500 over the last 27 years, which is what we like to see. It starts slow and goes up. So we've had a roaring market. And our job really is to see, and you can see on this chart too, the different high points in the market and
let's see, who can I get? Kinsley. Can you come draw a number out of this hat? Brooklyn, would you mind going and getting that list? You wrote your name down when you came in, or they wrote your name down when you came in. Just reach in there randomly. What number?
6.
Number 6. You see nothing first. Well, it's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? 6 and okay, so what do you think it is, a 6 or a 9? It's a 6. All right. Who's number 6? All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, Steve Crow, and I saw his name, he's not here. So we're going to go with 9. Why don't we go with 9? Ethan Fagan. I have 3 of these silver dollars I just randomly reached in. What year did you get?
1921.
1921. You're very welcome. That's fun. All right, we're going to wait a few minutes, and then we'll draw another one. Okay, you're going to help me again? Do you want to? Fantastic. She's just like her mom. She really helps a whole bunch. That's a good girl. Absolutely. All right, what you got next? I'm standing here, he said, which way do you want to do this? What you thinking? And I said, I'm thinking I shouldn't have eaten the salad. It's in my teeth now. But it's good, isn't it? Y'all have a good salad? All right, we're fixing to get some real food out here in a few minutes. Real soon, I guess, as far as I know. Oh, on its way, huh? Hey, there it is. That's going to be a popular lady right there. But I appreciate everybody here tonight so much. So hot out there. Delandra and Robin had to drive all the way down here from Fayetteville. But they get to live up there where they pay high wages, so it's okay. But we had a lot of fun when Delandra was working for me. She was there 5 years, and as best the doctors can determine, she's still okay, even after working with me for 5 years. Brittany, it may be that she worked for me 16 3/4 years, and the balance still may be out on how much it affected her, but it was fun. I'll go ahead and talk about you. Is that okay, Jerry?
Yeah, let's do this.
If I talk about you? Honestly, first I'll just say this. I'm so blessed and honored that over the years, you guys have said, I'm going to let this guy help me with my money. And the reason is you can mess with people. You can throw something out in their yard and they'll get mad. You can borrow their car and bring it back with no gas in it and they'll be upset. But brother, don't mess with their money. Then they really get upset. So I count it a big, big honor that you guys have let me help you. And I believe I've brought a value added. I pray I have. And one reason I waited this long to retire is because as I look around the room, there's nobody here that I dread seeing. Isn't that good? If you can work at a job and people walk through the door and you go, hey, there you are. You know, that's a blessing. And it speaks wonderfully about who you guys are, actually, truth be known. Okay? I always use analogies to explain things, if I can. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. I think this one works. Traveling through life, going to retirement, and even in retirement, because I think if I had a show of hands, almost everybody in here is in retirement. That's why I told somebody, I said, they can't complain about me retiring at 69. They've been retired for years. So, but I did enjoy my job, still do. And that's the reason I waited as long as I did. I told somebody I worked 4 miles from my house, and it's comfortable. It's warm in the winter, and it's cold in the summer. And I like that. We haven't always had that, have we? Talking to a lot of you guys, y'all know, yeah, you had to get out in that heat and the cold and freeze and bake and everything else. But I've enjoyed it. So the analogy I'm using is a river. If I had a show of hands, who's floated the river? Look at that. See? People don't know what I'm talking about. All right? Jared and I helping you, an advisor helping you navigate toward retirement, and then even just as important, beyond retirement, to securely know that that check's going to come. That money's going to come in. So you pay your bills in retirement. It's like a float on the river. You put the boat in, and you don't want to hit the shore as you're going down. You don't want to run up on a shoal. And one thing I thought of that's really funny is just when you think, well, I've floated this river 5 or 6 times. The government will cut a tree across that river. And you'll go, where'd that come from? Okay? We're supposed to know how to avoid trees across the river and sandbars, whirlpools. And I'm not sure what to compare outrageous costs in the raising taxes. I don't know how to even compare that with something. Hey, a waterfall maybe, right? Jared has been working for 20 years, which used to sound like a long time. It doesn't sound as much like a long time does now, does it? But still, this is not a neophyte. You notice I used a big word. I got to use a big word somewhere. This guy didn't just start out. He's been at it 20 years. You've seen some stuff, hadn't you? Good, bad, maybe not ugly, I hope. I did see ugly in the 1999 meltdown was crazy. People believing that they had something that couldn't go down, and it did. 2008, don't even bring that up. These people are eating. Okay, if you have indigestion, he's the one that brought up 2008. It wasn't me, okay?
That was the year of indigestion.
The year of indigestion. That's good. I like that. That's fantastic. Well, there comes a time in everybody's life, they've floated down the river with people, they've guided them, they've helped them, and I've done that, and I've enjoyed it, but at some point, you got to turn that paddle over to somebody else and let them control that boat. And ironically, it's behind you. Yeah, you can't get this. This is important. This one's kind of beat up too. So it's very appropriate because of some of the things he mentioned, like that year that we don't want to talk about. Yeah. But, so here I'm going to symbolically hand the paddle over to Jared. Jared, come here. Please accept this with my blessing. well, it's your group now, you know. You can just, yeah, whatever. Don't put that down. Be careful. Look, no, look at that. That looks like it was rough right there. You want to hear something funny? Talking about inflation. I was going to go buy one of these, and then I got to looking, and the other one I've got at home says $29.99 on it. You can't touch one of these for $29.99 now. Anyway.
Okay, so thank you, Keith. I really appreciate it. It is a great honor. I'm up for the challenge. And so, so glad that each and every one of you came. I guess I need to ask Justice, what does it say we're supposed to do in the presentation after I receive the paddle? No. Yeah, a rap. I need to go rapping. But really, thank you, Keith. It is an honor to work with you, and I've known you for several years, and that there's about 200 different offices across the U.S. that are like ours. Like Danny, who drove from Louisiana, has been working with us for years too, and everybody's come here to celebrate and be together. But Keith, I'm honored that out of the 200 offices, and I know I wasn't the only one you met with to vet out and see who you trusted and felt would do a good job, that you chose me. So, I don't take that lightly, and I do really appreciate it. Also, let me go ahead and I want to mention, my wife Stephanie is here too. Without her supporting me, that I wouldn't be able to do the job that I do. I want to mention also Abigail, if you can come up here. The team, I know you all have probably had the opportunity to talk to or met in person, Abigail. And then Justice, if you could join us up here too, as well. So likewise, you probably had the opportunity to talk with Justice or have met him in person. Recent graduate from the University of North Texas, magna cum laude music. Plays the guitar, so if you ever need someone that knows how to play the guitar. And then I would like to welcome Chris too, also on the team. So Chris came over from, I recruited him from Dallas to join our team. But graduate from SMU Hawk School of Business. So just want to say thank you everyone for coming. And if you have any questions or when you have questions, the current number still works, but also can you grab that card over there and hold it up for me? I think just an administrative detail. Business cards, I think are on the table. And so if you flip it over on the back, there it says Chris and Justice and phone numbers. So you always know how to reach us. There we go. Now, another announcement. So we recently learned that Abigail is retiring into motherhood. So congratulations, Abigail. And then Keith, you gonna come up here and get a picture with the paddle with the team?
I do.
Come up here. Let's get our picture. You guys. Yeah, I'll kind of scoot in. Here we go. If everybody wants to.
Very good, very good. Super. Fantastic. They're a great group. They really are. Can I go over this? Yeah, let's do it. I forgot, and I did this because I thought it was fun. Your placeholder, your table has these. It's the S&P 500 index and major U.S. events. Sometimes people say, I'm too nervous to invest. Look at all the stuff that goes on. And they're telling the truth. It is scary. But you go back here, the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up right before I started working in this. And then we had a meltdown in the market. The crash of 1987. I've been in the business 1 year. There are people in this room that I begged to buy a particular stock in 1987, right after the market went down. It seemed like the world was coming to an end, everything was coming. I remember Pat Robertson, who I thought was, he's a good guy, but he had a guy on his show saying, we're going to be 10 years now in the dark ages. Don't even think about putting your money in the market. And I remember thinking, who is this guy? What's he thinking? And there's someone amongst us tonight that actually bought the stock at a low price, and now they're up 7,000%. So sweet. I love that. I love that. Makes me feel so good. Then the Cold War ended, and if you noticed, after the Cold War ended, the market went up. Then the dot-com bubble burst. That scared everybody. The market went sideways for a little while. And we had 9/11. Then we had the financial crisis in 2007. And interest rates went in the tank way, way down, but nobody borrowed money because they were worried and fretful. And I get it. I understand. But you notice the people that hung on. I'm preaching to the choir here. You guys know when you hold on, what does it do? It just goes right on back up. Beautiful. Now today, I made a joke to my wife. I said, oh my goodness, the market's down today. How did they know I was retiring? No wonder they're afraid. No, I'm kidding. That's just fun. But what it did probably is gave some people a chance to buy something that they thought was a good value today. So, who knows? In a few years, we may look back and go, boy, that night we were down there eating dinner with the whole crew. Jared told us to have faith in the market. Right, Jared? This is true, he says, yes. Have faith in the market, hang in there, and it'll come on back. But you don't put all your money in one place, do you? You don't put it all in the market. And I draw your attention to the lower right hand there. I will be playing around and doing a little business with gold and silver for fun. Oh, wait! We need to have another drawing. Kinsley. Oh, man, bless her heart. I saw her take a bite. She's trying to eat dinner. Come on up here, Kinsley. Number 6 and number 9 are out. See what you got.
19.
19? Count down 19, can you? Kenneth!
Oh, you're a kid.
Come on up.
I want two of them $7.
Kenneth here.
Good job.
I'm sorry, Pam. I just knew it was going to be you because you said that. Kenneth, what year we got here? Let's see. Tell me what year you got. You've got glasses on. 1926? He said that's when he first knew me. It was 1926. know, I was a kid when I met Kenneth. He worked at the Corps of Engineers. And what were you doing?
In the maintenance section.
He's in the maintenance section, and they hired some of us little kids from Amity that were in high school to get $2.45 an hour hot dog. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Yeah, give him applause. Keep on. I tell you what we're going to do. Let's do another one. You're up here already, right? Your food's already cold, right? Yep. And for the last chance, 44, can we count that high? Let's see. Okay, guys, we're on the level here. We're going to draw again, because guess who 44 is? We got to go to the hat again. Oh, 8. We can count to 8 real easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is Mike and Kathy Dingler here? Where? Oh, there you are. Why don't y'all come up here and get your silver? You notice I'm not giving gold away. It's over $2,400 an ounce, okay? No, Mike. Tell me what year you got. Oh, that's right. He ain't got his face on. He told me. I have to get like this. I had laser surgery, so I see almost better out yonder than I do right here. But I can if I focus. 1925. Ooh, nice. Give him applause. Give him applause. Thank you, Kinsley. You know what? I want to say one more thing. I'm like a boomerang. It's hard to get rid of me. Just throw me out there. Here I come back again. But this is important. This is important. That woman sitting right back there next to L.W. Grigsby, my wife, Connie Runyon, is the only reason I'm standing here tonight. Guys, when I was trying to pass the Series 7 in 1986, she coached me. She would say, she would put it on tape, the question, and I'd answer the question, and then I'd go see if I got it right. So I tell you, teamwork is how you get somewhere in this old world. And I got a great teammate that keeps me on the road. That's right. Or I wouldn't be here. That's all I got to say about that. And I think everybody's going, gee, I hope so. That's all he said. Again, thank y'all. Enjoy your meal. Let's talk, visit, have a great time. And Jerry, it's over to you if you got anything to say. You may want to do a song or something.
We have another guest speaker. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, no. Okay.
I would like to welcome Danny Beard from West Monroe. Come on up, Danny.
This is Danny Beard. Beware. This is the guy that at church you're scared to give him the mic, and they're giving him the mic.
Have a seat. Yes, did not get the memo to wear my JCPenney FBI suit, so I'm sorry I didn't dress like that. But Keith, I do have 2 or 3 congratulations from some other officers in the Hilltop Security Program. Victor Lansing from
Oxnard, California, says congratulations. Shout out to Peter Lansing. Earl Conway, our office manager in Denver, Colorado. Shout out to Earl to you. And John Sweeney recently retired from our Monroe office, Monroe, Louisiana. That's a suburb beside Western Louisiana. My office says congratulations also. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Keith congratulated me, so I feel like I need to congratulate him. He's been in the business, is it 38 years, Keith? Helping clients, and it really is truly a noble endeavor. Because out of the things that are most important to people, family, religion, and money. I mean, money isn't everything, but without money, you can't pay your bills, you can't do the things that you enjoy to do. So I can see whenever we have these meetings, and over the last year, after Keith and I, and he had been calling me for years, saying, "Jared, one day I think I'm going to retire." And it finally, out of the blue, he called me and said, "I think it's time." This is about a year ago. And I'll just let you know that any of the meetings that start late, I apologize, but it's not me, it's Keith. He's got lots of good information to share. He can't help but share it. Whether it's about sorghum molasses, or milk cows, or vine ripened tomatoes. But one day I'll have those stories that I can share with you as well. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, Keith grew up in Amityville, and so is it Amity? Hey, Amity. There we go. Now I know it's not OUC. It's not OU Cheetah. It's Washington. Got that one. I just have to get Amity. So Keith and I over the couple of years, we spent time driving around, and he shared a story with me, and he said, whenever I was younger, I was a youth, one of my favorite things to do was look at comic books and read comic books. I just couldn't get enough of those comic books. And the prices, correct me if I'm wrong, Keith, but he said it was like 30 cents, which is really a low price for anything now. I don't know if the dollar store is about as cheap as I can find something.
They used to be as low as 10 and 12 cents.
10 and 12. But he found a deal for himself, and he realized that if they had the top missing, Keith wouldn't turn them off, the store owner, I think, or somebody who removed them, he got a discount, like 50% off. What was it, Keith? 30 cents down to
A nickel.
a nickel. Okay. And so that sort of made me think, what he's been doing over the years is battling these evil forces that try to come between you and your money. And so, you know what these are? There's inflation, there's costs, we're trying to keep costs down. And so, Keith, you can come on up here. I would like to present to you here's Keith, right? This looks like Batman, but this is not red. His name is Keith, and he is battling evil forces here. You can see the money. He's saving people lots of money and making the money at the same time. So, no, if you look at this, I paid way more. $3.99. I think I paid more than $3.99. Yeah. It's great. Yeah. But the meeting, so I just want to say, Keith, thank you for all of the years that you have taken care of people. And I can see in their faces when they smile, their accounts have gone from this to this, how happy they are and how much you're working in their lives so they can do the things that they want to. So if you could please join me in giving Keith a round of applause for his successful work.
I've got a good guy to hand the award to, don't I? Absolutely. Okay, I've worn that one out, haven't I? Okay, but I thought it was a good one. This is very nice. Thank you, Jared. That is so nice. This is going to go up in value if the government starts, if they elect the Democrat and they start throwing money out of helicopters again, all these collectibles will go up in value. Super good. Oh, no, that's a good one. What are you talking about? Where'd you get that? Well, hey, look, now I've got one that doesn't have the top torn off of it.
So I guess the only ask I have, I think for the most part, we have all met, reviewed your portfolios and make sure you're on the right track. If you're not, or have some questions, then just feel free to reach out to us. You've got the business card, look over if you've done it. So I think that concludes the speaking part of tonight's dinner. I'll look forward to seeing everybody at the next time we have one of these dinners, which should be a couple of months. Thank you.
Yeah, I would get. Well, they say there's one in every crowd. In this crowd, there's more than one.
Well, I know everybody, there's a whole lot of you. And, and I told you this just a little while ago. You giving this away is, so I'm looking out for you. We're going to give it back to you because we don't want you to have just one oar in the water.
All right, now it's time to get out some hats.